What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It is yours truly, Fitzy. Sorry for the week-long hiatus. Reason why is, well, two things. One thing is college. I've had a ton of final exams, both last week and then today was the last final exam, so I had virtually no time to really do anything other than study and try to relax, but that was very minimal. So final exams took a lot of time, and also the second thing is the lack of content for Pokemon Go. Now, I already have a bunch of ideas lined up for the channel, and I am going to do those videos, but there's really nothing urgent or interesting that's going to be new coming to Pokemon Go that I haven't covered already. So this video is going to be an open discussion. This is going to be a fantastic video because we're going to have an amazing discussion in the comment section down below. So get your comments ready. Get your discussion thinking caps on. Let's get into it. So the future of Pokemon Go. What is it going to look like? Well, first we can look into the near future. I don't know if you guys pay attention to the community section here on the channel, but I do post a lot on here. And one of the things I posted a couple days ago, 3 days ago to be exact, is Crawlice found this in version 0.143.0, the next big update we're going to get. We have win PvP combat, win an NPC combat, go to some location. These are new quests, which is nice. Lure items, we already know about those, how to get Glaceon, Leafeon, Magnezone, and Probopass. I've already discussed those in a previous video. New evolution conditions with a lure item. Looks like the lure will actually work as an evolution item. Only on day, only on night. That's Espeon and Umbreon, and maybe something else too coming. I don't know. I can't really think of anything off the top of my head. Eevee name trick, making sure you know that you've used it already. And Tyrogue, there's going to be a new choice, new way to do it, so that's going to be pretty nice. Some other interesting text found. I am sleeping Snorlax, so you might come across an in-game Snorlax on purpose. It might not be as rare anymore. You might find it blocking a road, per se, maybe. I'm not sure how they're going to do that. That would be pretty cool, because it says a new encounter on the map, so that's pretty cool. New badge, ticket event, and then this is all the GoFest stuff. So this is something that's going to be happening in the near future. But what about maybe a year or two down the road? What can we expect in Pokemon Go? Well, first off, I personally don't think it's looking that bright because there are a lot of things that need to be put in the game. And this is where you guys could comment as well. What do you think needs to be put in the game? I'm just going to rattle off a couple. First off, Tier 3 evolutions from Gen 3, and I think some from Gen 2, they need to be released in the wild. We need to have that excitement of finding rare Pokemon in the wild, like a wild Salamence, a wild Metagross, a wild Aggron would even be cool. Why aren't Absol and Mawile available in the wild? You know, cool Pokemon. Niantic doesn't understand that finding these Pokemon in the wild bring extreme joy, even though we already have those Pokemon in our Pokedex and in our parties. It is very, very awesome to encounter a pop-up spawn on the map and go into the catch phase to catch these rare Pokemon, because we know how rare they are, and they're super cool Pokemon to begin with. So that's one thing that Niantic should add, but probably aren't. Another thing is extended raid timers. This is going to be a whole nother topic for another video. I'm actually currently writing an article about it. But the raid timers suck, especially here in the US. Of course, going into the next thing is new Pokemon. We can expect Gen 5, Gen 6, Gen 7. That's fine, but that doesn't add anything incredibly new into the game. It's still going out, catching Pokemon, and then they get the same kind of moves that we already have per se, not really making them unique, which leads into my next thing. We need more moves into the game quicker than later. Like, we have a bunch of moves in the APK waiting to be released. Crab Hammer, Earth Power, Fell Stinger, like some really good moves that have potential, but Niantic is just holding down these moves, not releasing any of them, and it's really crippling the game. Because one thing they can make the game kind of, I wouldn't say fresh, but more unique, is giving a lot of Pokemon different, unique, powerful moves. Like choosing one Pokemon over another, like let's say you have Scizor with X-Scissor, it's got really good stats, right? But then you throw in another Bug-type Pokemon that the stats aren't as good as Scizor, but it has that Fell Stinger move, which makes up for the lack of stats that Scizor has, putting them on a level playing field. Because powerful moves can really up a Pokemon's ante, as opposed to being a powerful Pokemon and having subpar moves. They can kind of balance out there. So we need more quick moves, and we need more charge moves. Now this is something, again, that we can expect in the future, but the clock's ticking per se. Don't you agree? We've had a lot of the same moves for the longest time. The last time we got a bunch of new moves was, honestly, I can't remember. It's forever ago. So let's recap a little bit. What can we expect in the future for Pokemon Go? Well, probably nothing new about PvP. They could add, of course, moves that have type advantages and like type effects and stuff. Buffs, debuffs, stuff like that. But that's nothing groundbreaking. Raids, there's not really much more you can do with raids. Catching Pokemon, there's not much more you can do with catching Pokemon. They could introduce new berries, like a Stardust berry. Where the hell is that? Excuse my French. Master Ball would be kind of cool, but it's not changing the nature of the game. And by the way, I'm not complaining. I'm really thinking critically on this. What can they do to Pokemon Go in the future? So, new Pokemon even though nothing changes. New raid Pokemon even though nothing changes. New moves, that would change Pokemon Go, but it needs to happen more frequently. There are a ton of moves in the Pokemon universe. Releasing shinies just doesn't have that glitter, I don't think, me personally. So what new features could be coming to Pokemon Go in the future? The only thing I can think of that would for sure fire up a lot of people is battling NPCs for like gym badges and like Elite Fours. Like some cool NPC way to play the game. And also, the Sylph Road, Sylph League tournaments are not official. We need something official to make PvP like an esport per se, and definitely a rework of the PvP system as well. That's something that they could definitely do to increase the longevity of Pokemon Go. Because let's not forget, Wizards Unite is starting to come out. It's very close to being released, and Niantic, even though they said they didn't take anybody from the Pokemon Go team to go work on the Wizards Unite, I don't really believe that. They're really focused on Wizards Unite, and Pokemon Go is kind of being pushed to the side, not getting worked on as heavily. Guys, we can see it happening. So, the future looks kind of dim as far as new content, new things to literally do in the game that aren't what we're already doing already. So, I want to hear from you guys. What do you guys think Niantic could put into the game to make it different and make it last over the next couple years? Do you think new Pokemon's enough? Do you think new moves are enough? Do you think just new raid bosses are enough? Do you think the way all the systems are right now, keeping it that way, are enough for Pokemon Go to live in the next 2 years? And then, of course, give me your ideas in the comment section down below. If you enjoyed this video and enjoyed a discussion, smash that like button, subscribe if you haven't done so already, be a part of the Fitz City fam. I'll probably have time to put another new video tomorrow. So, see you guys then. That's the boy Fitz City. I'm signing off. See you guys in the next Pokemon Go video.